Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ed from Ed Travels, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody, let you know that I'm truly appreciative of your love and support for this channel. I'd like to thank, everybody for their love, my airborne brothers, airborne all the way. My Passbort Bros, BMT, Aaron, all those guys, Uncle D, Dennis Sperling, who's been a true inspiration, a lot of wisdom and guidance, rough, rugged, and raw, love it. Chaz Charday, I want to thank you so much for your tireless and honest and open discussion on this topic about modern women or black men, and to El Guapo, Beautiful Lies, and O'Shea Duke Jackson. You brothers are doing some great work. You drilling into this in a very pragmatic, real, and honest way. And that brings me to one of the main points. And if you don't mind, I'm going to take a moment of personal privilege before I get into what this video is about. I'd like for you, let me get the business out the way, I would love for you to click and subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified of, whenever I post new content. I would really appreciate that. First of all, I think dialogue is important. The fact that adults can sit down and we can agree to disagree on certain points without making it personal is a sign of maturity and growth, and you can really expound and see another person's view in a way that you might not have seen it before. I think that's important. That's why I even welcome the negative comments. If everybody likes everything you say, then probably what you're saying ain't really hitting on that. And I'm gonna be specific as who these comments are targeted towards. To all the sisterhood, and that doesn't necessarily mean just black women, but predominantly the sisterhood, that go into my comments or send me messages defaming me, calling me I travel because I'm a pedophile, or I do things to children, I mess with underage women, calling my wife a sex slave, and I'm a high-priced John, wishing death and destruction on my kids, saying that they're drug addicts and they ain't no good. Let me explain something to you. Besides the fact that you don't know me, and those things are by far not true, I'm not gonna sit back and let you attack my family without some sort of response. You're not gonna attack my family. They ain't got nothing to do with this. I can't help that you hateful. I can't help that the only recourse that you have is to shame, blame, degrade, deflect, deny, gaslight, and attack. Because that's all you got. And frankly, for the past 50-some years, black men are tired of hearing that. That's all you got? We are already fighting the system, the police, our jobs, even the woman in your house. That's all you got? I'm going to tell you personally, if you come after me and my family in that manner, I will sue you for defamation, libel, or slander. I will. I'll take some of that little only man's money you making. Let's get some of that. I want you to share some of that little government aid you get. I want you to hire a lawyer. I want you to come face me in court and prove what you're saying to me. Because all my lawyer has to do is subpoena Google, and we got your information. See, the internet got these people feeling this false sense of security and invulnerability that you can just sit back and say whatever you want and there are no repercussions. And I would suggest to any content provider in this space, if somebody comes after you and your family, hit their ass in the pocket. See, the military, and I'm going to do this for my Uncle Dennis, the knife hand, because I was an instructor. A real leader assumes responsibility and takes responsibility for their actions. That's a leadership principle. You're accountable for what you say and what you do, good or bad. See, you sisters just want to run your mouth. And that's what's getting you in trouble now. Because not only are you attacking black men, you're attacking women and people across the world. Defaming, trying to degrade them because you don't love yourself. See, you're the ones that lead the community in poverty, STDs, abortions, unwed mothers, now incarceration. You're the ones. You, look in the mirror. Go to blackdemographics.com. I'm not talking from feelings, I'm talking from facts. And see, that's something you don't want to do. When you're held accountable or asked to be held accountable for the lives that you've created, ladies, you want to go on the attack. You think it's cute. This viral video that's going around, this young lady that says, a man has to be more than just a good man. Are you serious? Or this video, and I've got links down in the descriptions from some great content providers, because there's no need for me to reinvent the wheel. They've already delved into it. That sit back and say, yeah, black man, we've treated you bad, we've talked about you, we've lied on you, we've used the court system against you, we've done all these things, but we still want you to come back. Yeah, you dusty, crusty, go ahead over there with them uneducated women, blah, you go ahead and go out and help you pack. But then you turn around and have sisters in the same breath say, come back and save your community. Well, you're not worth saving.
Do what I should be telling these men. You came to my page to tell me that I need to tell these men that they need to come to the table with a group of women who have the highest rate of abortion, who have an increasing incarceration rate, who have the highest rate of divorce, who have the highest rate of STDs, the highest out-of-wedlock birth rate, who have known around the world for being strong, independent, and don't need a man, who have, for the past 55 years, used television, radio, mass media of all sorts, movies from The Color Purple to Stella's Got a Groove Back, to tell the world that the black man is nothing. And you want me to tell these black men who trust me and love me and appreciate my opinion because I'm truthful, that, oh yeah, brother, now it's time to go back to the table because Ivy Johnson said so. That's what you want me to do?
Yeah. We're terrified because
but you want me to do that? You see how selfish that is? That's a fool that would go back to a situation like that when they have options.
And let me clarify that point. In my videos, I go out of my way to say some, most, the majority, but not all. Got a lot of good sisters out there. But some of those good sisters sat on their hands and kept their mouth closed while your girlfriends was bashing good brothers. I understand you didn't want to go against the sisterhood, but you didn't feel it was important enough to stand up for that man. And what these sisters, these evil, vile sisters don't understand is that you're just hurting yourself. The more you run your mouth, the more you make your point even less valid, because it's not based on fact. I'll give you an example. When I was down in Medellin, Colombia last year, there was a young man, 25 years old, Asian guy from Orange County, California, that unfortunately passed away because he was drugged and robbed. I did a real impromptu video right on my iPhone saying, hey brothers, you know, if you traveling down here, men, if you travel down here, watch yourself. Watch the way you move. You're being watched. Be careful you take back to your hotels and your Airbnbs. This happens here. I wasn't bashing Medellin, saying it's a wonderful country. I love Colombia. Love the people, the music, the culture, the food, everything. But it's a reality of what goes on down there. But for every statement that I had that said thank you. I had one of these sisters opening their pie holes, saying something negative, vile or rude. One of them even said, I can't wait till I hear that you died, that they drugged you, because that's what you deserve. And I just said, wow. Really? See, the hypocrisy that's coming to light now is astounding. I mentioned a long time ago, Uncle D, Dennis Sperling on his channel mentioned Bianca C. Williams, The Pursuit of Happiness, the book that talked, even though in a feminist way it tried to defend it, you know, you getting your sexual liberation and all of this BS. But basically what it said was, sisters are going down, sleeping with, getting their backs blown out by foreign men. Whether it's in the Caribbean or whether it's in Africa or other parts of the world. You're going down and getting your back blown out. But then you turning around claiming that that's what Passbort Bros are doing. But you're doing it. And I'm talking, again, not talking from feeling, talking from facts. The sad part about that is these sisters are messing with underage boys. You're exploiting them. You're telling me I gotta be 6 feet tall, 6 figures, 6 inches, all of this other crap. All this laundry list of stuff that I have to qualify to be with you. But you go down there and foot the bill for some little Jamaican boy or whatever boy so he can blow your back out, and you foot the bill. Not just for him, but him and his family. You take care of everybody. But you got the unmitigated gall, the audacity to come back and sit your little black behind online and point the finger at somebody else. You're not throwing rocks in a glass house. You are launching boulders. And it's coming back to you. Because now you're going after foreign women that you don't know anything about. I spent a lot of times in the Philippines. A lot of time in the Philippines. And it's crazy because Filipino women, among all Asian women, Vietnamese, Thai, Cambodian, Lao, Laos, Lao, they speak English for the most part. Their educational curriculum is in English. They get their degrees, they become nurses, doctors, lawyers, learning English. And then they speak their own native tongue, their dialect, whether it's Tagalog or Visayan or whatever dialect is, it's $7,000. So that person is either bilingual, trilingual, and you as a black woman are sitting back asking people a question. You can't even speak your own language and got the nerve to talk about somebody else. That's why your attacks are falling short, ladies. That's why your attack. You said this about us for decades. And it just didn't start with the women in the streets. For a lot of us brothers, it started in our own house. Whether it was our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunties. You sorry, you no good, you trifling, you lazy, you'll never amount to nothing. It's been going on for years. But now the chickens have come home to roost. Because you're getting evicted. You raising kids that you laid up with some dude and made. Now he ain't there to take care of them. So now you looking for a retirement plan. A golden parachute. You want me and brothers like me and other brothers to come back and rescue you. Because you know what? Foreign men are not flocking to the U.S. to marry you. Again, facts, not feelings, not fiction, facts. This one sister, I'm gonna go down to Brazil or the Dominican Republic. Can't even say the name of the country correctly. And I'm gonna fit right in. And then she put on her little fake, whatever designer glasses. Sister, you gonna go down there and you gonna get clowned. And I want you to please video that. Please record that and put it on. Because they're not putting up with that. You can't fake femininity. You can't fake being submissive. Because you don't even understand what the real term submissive means. Submissive does not mean surrender. It means submitting yourself to a man that's worthy of being submitted to. My wife, right here in this house, everybody in this house has their roles. I haven't cooked a meal. I haven't cleaned a room. I haven't washed a stick of clothes. I don't even do the shopping. Unless it's something I want to buy. That's all that's all handled between her and her lovely daughters. All I do is sit up here in my man cave, watch my flat screen, play with my grandkids. Or go play golf or do whatever it is. That's taken care of. The motorbikes need to be fixed. That's on me. Solar panels got installed today because we needed more lighting and security around the house. I took care of that. Anything major that has to be for protection, provision, providing for this family, that's my role. And everybody plays their role and everybody's happy. I'm not having somebody in my ear 24/7 telling me what they're not gonna do. I saw a video the other day of Mike Tyson that said that his 3 years in prison was the happiest time in his life. This man made over $400 million in his career. He said, because I had peace in prison. There's nothing in this world that means more, at least to me, than peace of mind. That I ain't arguing with somebody who's telling me what they not gonna do. How's that worked out for you? Since you find yourself one of the biggest unmarried groups. And you think being vicious and mean and vile and going after people is going to help your cause? And now you taking it where you're attacking other women. And I love the fact that they clapping back at you. Because this is my last video on this topic. I live in a wonderful country in the center of Southeast Asia. The Khmer people, the culture here. I'm an hour from Hanoi. I'm an hour from Bangkok. 2 hours from the Philippines. There's a lot of content I want to do on my channel concerning travel. That's why the name of the channel is called Ed Travels. It's not Ed arguing with trifling sisters that got nothing but hate and venom in their hearts. Don't have time for you. I don't care if you die alone. I don't care if you end up in a nursing home with your cats. Because you created that life for yourself. I tell brothers that come over here all the time. Yeah, you can come over here, go to the go-go bars, hang out, drink, kick it, party, all of that. That's not sustainable. You create your own life here. If I'm making $60,000 in the U.S., with the exchange rate, I'm making $240,000 here. So why would I be back there having to look over my shoulder to wonder if the police gonna pull me over? You don't think at night I'm concerned about my sons getting pulled over by a cop and beaten or even worse? The peace of mind, the freedom that I have here. Because these Khmer people don't look at me so much as a black man, they look at me as a foreigner, a Bahrain. You're just not Cambodian. Family comes over here outside and they do their karaoke and cook food, a big meal, and kids, family, everybody gets together and has a great time. And as me, in my 50s, moving in as you get older, I had my failures as a man. I apologize to my ex-wife because I was not a good husband to her. I wasn't a good father to my children. Every time I've had a chance to try to rectify those situations, I have, to the best of my ability. I've owned it. I asked for their forgiveness. And I've matured over the past 10, 15 years. I'm not the same man that I was back then. And I vowed not to try to make those mistakes again. I took accountability. And that's one thing the sisterhood don't want to do. Because it's too real. You don't want to look at yourself in the mirror. So I'm not wasting no more breath on you. You can still hit up the comments. You can call me dusty, crusty. You hate my channel. It's trash. I don't care about that. But if you come for me and my family, I'm going to hit you in the pocket, sis. The lawyers are already on standby. Because that's not necessary. And that's not a threat, it's a promise. You don't know these men and these women that you're attacking. Ask Dr. Omar Johnson right now about spreading things that you think are fact because you heard it. And this pending lawsuit that he's getting from multimillionaire Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Favre. Yeah, you ran your mouth about the brother, about what he was doing down in Mississippi, based on what you heard. But those lawyers in New York that sent you that letter saying, look, don't delete any videos, don't delete any comments, because we're going to need them when the trial comes. See, some of y'all sisters need to get a piece of that. You need to go get you a lawyer so you have to defend yourself. And you can't hide behind your little screen name, Boo Boo Baby 24 or whatever it is. Why can't you just be happy for people? Why can't you just be, you say out of one side of your mouth, go boo boo, go lead, do whatever that make you happy, I help you pack. Then you turn right around and say, save our community, black man, we need you, come back. Even though we treated you like crap for decades, we still need you back. Even though we don't respect you and disrespect you on purpose, we still need you to come back and save us. Well, I can speak for this black man. The hell with you. You created this. You created this. Now live with it. Again, this is Edward Ed Travels. This is my last in the series that I've made. I've been trying to encourage brothers, especially brothers, to get out here and travel and see what the world has. I have more content coming, travel-related content about the beauty of seeing what this world has to offer. It's enough of this craziness. Again, this is Edward Ed Travels. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Namaste.